It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got the undisputed game of the week. It's the Ravens and the Dolphins on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost some focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They go play action now. Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll run with Dobbins. Runs over it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. Room here to run. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense back out there. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. To Boyle here over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this 1st half, and they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's got room, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the two teams will... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, check back, 6, back 6. Watch the run.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Bowden, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive will start with an option going left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
And here comes Berrios.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Bowden, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. To throw again is Jackson. So this is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 1st down, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not